Hello and welcome, I am Kryta from MMOplay.com with the top 5 jumping puzzles in Kryta. This is video 2 in the series. Last time we took a look at Ascalon, and now we're moving into the human zones. Keep in mind that Guild Wars 2 is free to play, and everything in this video is accessible by free players, so get in there and take down these devious challenges alongside with me. Also, as a disclaimer, not only does Kryta suck as a zone, and a collection of zones, but by proxy the jumping puzzles also suck. Out of the 10 or so total, I only had about 3 puzzles I knew I wanted to put on the list. The other 2 aren't the standard, but hey, the top 3 jumping puzzles in Kryta just doesn't have the same ring to it. As a note to that note, South Sun Cove and Lion's Arch are technically a part of Kryta, and thus are lumped in here as well. Without further ado, please enjoy. Number 5, Skipping Stones, South Sun Cove. Beyond the reaches of the common man lies the stunning resort in the middle of the ocean. And even then, you have all these damn tourists coming in and chopping you and your monarchy to bits. On second thought, let's not go there. It's just a silly place. But that wouldn't make for a very interesting video if I just ended it here, huh? Gear up, boys, we going carca hunting. Well, later anyway. First, we must take on the dreaded jumping puzzle located in the northwest corner. While there isn't much to see, it's a pretty unique puzzle in that you must hone in precise timing and jump along the floating rocks shooting up into the air. Certainly a novel way to design a puzzle while pertaining to the theme, but ultimately a touch boring. It's simply a test of endurance without the frills or the thrills. There sadly isn't much to say about this one, it's just an okay one in every way. How can it be improved, maybe? My favorite jumping puzzles are ones that have cool sights or take you on an adventure. With South Sun Cove being mostly uninteresting to look at, that leaves us with adventure. I think it would have been neat to have resort-like activities like limbo or hot coal walking. Anyway, past those 2 sets of floating rocks and the volcanic climb for your eventual terrible prize. Number 4, Professor Portmat's Lab in Blood-Tide Coast. Blood-Tide Coast is known for more than just your scurvy pirates. Also located in this marshy hellhole sits an island where mad scientists experimenting with mad scientist stuff. Enter this little fortress underneath the sea and make your way over to the peculiar scene. Situated towards the back is a big old Tupperware container, golems, and some towers. Does any of this make sense? Nope. Just follow that guide you have open on the other screen or stumble through this mess of a jumping puzzle. Okay, 1, you're being a dick right now, Internet. 2, this isn't even a jumping puzzle. There isn't any jumping. Lies, deceit, riot. Anyhow, first you must take down the towers to distract the guards while you attempt to shut down whatever on the console majiggy. After you get done dealing with this computer that has the attitude of a child, you move over to step 2. Figure out this coordinate nonsense and swim into the portal. Get those numbers wrong and you'll be flung somewhere out into the wastes. To get the numbers right, however, you must toggle between certain presets across 3 number pads, square root the function, divided by 7, multiplied by the area of your bloody mother. Yeah, it's dumb. Even with a guide, I could barely make out what I'm supposed to be doing. Eventually, toying with it enough, you begin to see a pattern and are able to move on. What do you get? A new area to explore? A new story? Hella rad equipment, yo? Fucking no. You get teleported directly up about 5 feet on the island's rocky top, as well as a chest and a message from the idiot who created this defense system. But King, if you hate this puzzle so much, why is it number 4? As mentioned before, Kryta's jumping puzzles generally are pretty bad, but I do love how unique this instance is. Instead of using raw mechanical skills, you actually get to use that brain a bit. It's like a snippet of an escape the room situation. I love those games and logic puzzles. What I don't like is the piss poor implementation and reward. At the very least, can we have a bit more than just a few lines of dialogue with something so unique and interesting as the creation of these warping teleporters and about how this dude went about creating it? Maybe a journal or 2 scattered around the area, maybe? Cool puzzle concept, bad execution. Number 3, Fawcett's Bounty, Harathi Hinterlands. Finally, we get to the jumping puzzles I actually found enjoyable. Authority Hinterlands, remember this place? It's a human zone with the horse... Don't worry about it. The human areas blend together anyway. So, This level, it's like straight up Zelda or some shit. You start by having to place rocks on switches to light torches. I love it. Light all the torches and the way appears. Great. This puzzle's over. Go past that hallway and collect. Oh shit, this place is falling apart. Now it's traps. Make a misstep or take too long, and to the worms you go, landlubber. Good news. Simply by falling down that pit, you got an achievement. Pretty nifty. I strongly considered stopping here, but, you know, gotta finish what you start and all that. A little ways past is a tricky hallway section filled with, you know, more traps and some more dudes. Don't ask me how to get past this part. I just booked it across, not stopping for nothing. Once outside the little labyrinth, you get a spectacular view of the magnificent vessel. Arr, matey, you best not be eyeing me pearl, or your throat be slither into smithereens. Being a mighty fine pirate, we like to investigate and seal whatever isn't nailed down, of course. Like a proper sea shanty aboard the rocky blue siren songs of the 6 3/4 seas, we make it atop the mast and soon after the below decks. There lies the treasure and an odd scene of a skeleton sitting at the head of a table with a bunch of gold strewn about. Ah, it's such a cool jumping puzzle. It was more an adventure really, and I like that. Telling a story through the visuals and gameplay is difficult, but massively worth it, even if the actual physical reward is pretty bad. As a side note, there seems to be some speculation that this is a reference to a movie called The Goonies. I didn't notice it nor care, as I've only seen that movie once back in middle school. It's a pretty overrated movie, plagued by people viewing it through rose-tinted glasses. If you don't know what that expression means, then you probably are young and dumb enough to like The Goonies. Just kidding, not kidding. And rant. Number 2, and not so secret in Hinterlands fields. Ever wonder what's going on with those Aether Blade folks? No? Cool. Let's move on to the next one then. Hold up. I gotta stretch this video out a bit, so let's touch on this one, I suppose. Hidden away in Hinterlands fields, another one of those boring human zones, lies one of the coolest jumping puzzles in the entire game. Holy hot damn, I love and hate this one. I'll get out of the way why I hate it first. It's difficult, that's pretty much it. It's very nearly pixel perfect jumps with the exceptionally hard punishments, but we haven't seen much of that lately anyway, and I could definitely use a fix. But, yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I love this jumping puzzle. Bright red color stained against this dark industrial backdrop is very pretty. It's very bright and very deadly. A neat little mechanic introduced here is the air burst pipe things and the spinny gears, both of which shoot you up vertically or horizontally respectively. Essentially, you must use these to traverse the map. Is it gimmicky? Sure. Well, yes. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. A little gimmick ain't hurt no one. Except when that gear, of which you have little control, vaults you into the open air and you die, forcing you all the way back. Fun stuff. Jump up high and find yourself on top of the air balloon. Eventually. Remember, it's a very difficult puzzle. It's going to take some time. And maybe finish off an enemy or two here, and then there it is, your prize. Nearly an hour of trial and error, and there it is. Sure, I'm a bit low health, but it's a small jump, and I have that perk that kicks in for Reaper mode when I take a lethal hit. What the? What? Yes, police, I'd like to report a goddamn robbery of my grand chest. Very infuriating. Not so I can get the garbage in the chest, but it's the significance of collecting my reward for climbing the mountain is a nice feeling. Oh well, I got the achievement, which is good enough. Number 1, Troll's Revenge in Lion's Arch. So what's on the old shopping list there, bud? Oh, you're getting ready for a night in, huh? Great. Let's see here. Cheetos, alright, nice. Can I have a snack? Soda, yeah. Swedish fish, Tylenol, alcohol. What? Yes. Get ready and good luck. You'll need it. Troll's Revenge. By far the most difficult jumping puzzle I have ever come across, and actually one of my greatest achievements in a video game ever. I almost gave up like a dozen times. This was just killer. Us who like to take a walk on the wild side don't actually take walks. We would rather run across rooftops and wires thinner than your own hair. Death-defying acts. For well over 2 hours, I tried relentlessly to complete this 4-stage and 1-attempt product of masochisticity. Not for the footage, or, hey, surprise, the garbage reward, but for the thrill of the challenge. How sweet. To get past that part that has plagued you for hours and be able to breeze past it next time. How glorious! Across, God, most of Lion's Arch, you'll be taking a tour of the sites by rooftop and by wire. Along the way, there are stashes of loot holding a single key. You must collect these 4 keys to unlock the shit chest at the end. But remember, don't fall. You'll have to start all the way over from the beginning. It's a bummer, man. Thankfully, however, only the first 2 parts are especially difficult. Parts 3 and 4 have much safer jumps with significantly less punishment. That doesn't mean you can get cocky though. Parts 1 and 2 have some of the trickiest jumps in the entire game. Jumps that will immediately end your run and make you want to pull your hair out. Several key points damn near made me blind with rage at how tricky they are. And just thinking about it now is infuriating. Cool thing is though, I could probably do the entire jumping puzzle in one go now. It's so ingrained in my brain I won't soon forget the few hours I spent tackling this monumental achievement. Be wary of the fakers though. They may have just mesmered their way through it, like use a portal from another mesmer or some shit. Fuck that. Have a little self-worth, man. Anyway, awesome difficult puzzle that takes you around the new Lion's Arch to see the sights from a cool angle. Frustratingly difficult, but an experience I won't soon forget. That's it for the top 5 jumping puzzles in Kryta. As you can see, Kryta is the worst zone of the game, and by extension, as is the jumping puzzles. My apologies. Check in next time for the best jumping puzzles in Maguma. And also, sorry for the shitty voice. Still recovering from a cold. But thanks for watching.